I'm trying to be careful about how I say that, Devon, because I don't want to become the next. I don't share his viewpoints, but I don't want people to like associate me with like Andrew Tate or something, because
Three,
that's not the
two,
conversation I'm trying to have.
one, go.
Um, but I know even Chris understands it because of the fact that like no one wants to marry people from the United States and no one wants to date women from the United States because it's perceived as being too risky of an involvement, and all they want is to sit on their butts and they don't want to cook, they don't want to clean. It's like that. What's that? Who sings that song? I don't want to cook, I don't want to clean. Ask me how I got this ring. Like, is that the WAP song? Um, I think it's the WAP song, right? Like,
This must be it.
and when we
I
got
can
that
feel
person
it.
we had a person
You
on
know, I think
Instagram the
you're
other day
right.
that said,
Let's have a
what's
look
your
around.
wife's job? And I was like, she does whatever she wants to do. Like, that's her job. He's like, well, it sounds to me like you've just got a little brown slave on your homestead who does all the chores. And it's like, that's what she asked to do. Like, she said, can we buy a piece of property so that I can have animals? And I said, if that's what you want, yes, let's buy it and let's do it. That's what she likes to do. I don't understand the concept. I do use her name all the time over but some people don't pay attention. Do you guys have that problem in like Switzerland and Sweden and Germany and Australia and etc.? We have an international audience. I'm just genuinely curious about. It's like, is the divorce thing a thing? It's not here. Like, is it a thing where gonna take half your shit, take your house, then you have to pay me money for the next 20 years? Like,
We have to use the key again.
Maybe there's more of them in here.
because I count myself incredibly blessed that I have someone who cares about me enough to want to cook me breakfast, to want to help me succeed, at this, as opposed to someone who's jealous. Like, oh, you're playing, all you do is spend time playing video games. Why aren't you spending time with me? Why aren't you buying me Prada? Why aren't you buying me Gucci? Why aren't you taking... And I'm like, oh, I can't imagine being involved with someone who is obsessed with, like, you have to take me to fine dining and you have to show your appreciation by buying me things. And it's like, ew. Like, can you imagine dating someone whose sole appreciation for you is how much money you're willing to spend? That makes me physically ill. Jerome says Swedish women are Vikings and take care of themselves. That's how I think like most Mexican women, most Latinas are like that, Jerome, where it's like throughout Latin American culture, like especially in these countries, because the men often, they'll get knocked up when they're 16, 17, and those kids aren't, they're 17-year-old kids who prayed and sprayed and squirted out a baby, and they're not ready to be parents, and so you end up with a lot of like 17-year-olds who already have a baby, and dad's nowhere in the picture because he's also a kid and he's yeeted out to somewhere else because he got terrified, and so you end up with a lot of single women who just know how to they take care of their kids, and there is no there is like there's not a culture of I'm gonna I'm trying to hunt down the baby daddy to get money from him from the next 20 years. Like, that's not part of the culture here. It's just I've got a kid. I got to do what it takes to take care of the kid. I'm going to work 2, 3 jobs to make sure that my kid has everything it needs. You know, I just don't see that whole. It's not an issue here. Yeah, Transcend. To be honest with you, Chris and I were having this discussion a couple weeks back. As we've gotten older, it's like, what would you do if I died? You know, we both have had those conversations just for fun, and it's like neither one of us would ever. I have no like. There's no going back into the dating scene. No, sorry, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Dribbarm says if you're a single mom in Sweden, you get a lot of economic support from the state. Yeah, they have some pretty good support systems here. It's called DEEF, the Department of. Fuck, I don't remember what it stands for now. DEEF, Department of Economic something Familia. I forget what it stands for. But they will help with diapers and food credits and money for groceries and scholarships for school. That's definitely true in the U.S. Whiskey Dad. Like, I remember I had a car accident when I was like, I don't know, 19 or 20, and the woman who I had the car accident with, she had a minivan and she was taking kids to school. She had, I can't even tell you, it was 9 or 10 kids in the minivan. Some of them were not wearing seatbelts. Some of them were not in car seats. Thankfully, I didn't cause any, but I T-boned her at an intersection. Low speed impact. But no one was hurt. There was some car damage. There was a pileup. But she came back 6 years later at the end of statute of limitations, and she sued my insurance company asking for $1 million or policy limit because she claimed that she had carpal tunnels and rotator cuff injury from the accident. And between the time of the accident and the time of court, she had squirted out 3 more babies. And she had 12 kids. I'll never forget this. We go to court. We didn't even get to court. We were doing depositions. And my lawyer looked at her medical records. She had 12 children from 9 baby daddies. 12 children from 9 baby daddies. 9 husbands. 12 children. And she had a history of taking these men to court for frivolous things and trying to get money out of them. And this was just another one of her, I'm going to try to get something out of the system. And the case got thrown out because they proved through medical records that her rotator cuff injuries and her carpal tunnels were not from the accident. It was from her picking up babies onto her shoulder. 12 children, picking them up and constantly lifting children and constantly putting babies over her shoulder and constantly changing diapers, doing this all the time. That's what her rotator cuff and carpal tunnel injuries were from. But she tried to claim it was from the accident because she wanted $1 million cash money. But yeah, 12 children from 9 baby daddies. That case got thrown out so quick. And I remember just sitting here going, I cannot believe these are the types of people that live and that's the scum that people look at when we talk about how there are people who abuse, because the welfare system for any country is supposed to be set up for the people who really need it. The 15-year-old who had an abusive uncle, right, and had a baby that should never have been, and that's what that system is supposed to be there for, not for people who want to have 12 children from 9 different baby daddies and then just soak up a bunch of alimony and child support checks. I can't even do anything with that one yet. Anyway.
This might be our
our exit once we're done here.
Got sidetracked. This might be the...
Should try something else. Gotta power this somehow. I need to get the water flowing. There! The water's flowing now.
Alright, that'll be this one first.
I think I see something. Over there.
That did it. I'm good.
Look up there! The bird's nest!
Great idea. Could be a key up there.
Okay, so it's a different key than the one I have. How am I getting up there? Whoa! Yeah, my taxes or my shields are gonna run out today on my small base, Whiskey Dad. I'm like, come on, guys. Today is my day to log in and put my shields up on my OG base. I'm like, I'm not using it, but still, it's like I would hate to lose that base, you know. We'll find out. How the heck am I getting up there? I think I'm supposed to somehow swing over there, but I don't know how we're getting up yet. I have not Ogrenaut, but that's cool. Such a good game. Oh, hang on. I think it was just a glitch. So far, I still don't see anything to grab onto. Yeah, I see what you're pointing at, lady. It doesn't help me any because I'm trying to figure out how to get up there. Oh, I fell down again. Motherfucker. Hang on, what have we got down here?
I'll make sure this ends up in the right hands.
I am at a loss with how to get up there. It almost feels like I would need to swing across from there, which means somehow getting up to here. doesn't look like anything I can actually climb up. And I don't see any other places I could potentially climb up. There's like white ledging there, but I don't see a way up to that. Maybe that's not something to swing across on. Can I chuck this torch up there? Oh! How the frack, man? I mean, you can get up here, but you can't, like, jump up, and there's nowhere to, like... I'm about to go look this up, because I do not remember. Can I jump up here? I don't see that I can jump anywhere. Where's my yellow paint? I mean, there's like white stuff here, but it doesn't look like I'm actually supposed to be able to climb up there. Yeah, it's not gonna let me jump up that high. Because whipping at it doesn't do anything. Totally looks like you can climb over there, though. Ah! I did find it.
You should know better than to work for someone like Voss.
Oh, taught me everything I know, Professor.
Well, then you weren't listening. Voss only cares about power, and archaeology isn't about that.
Huh. I thought you two were friends.
What would make you think Voss and I are friends?
When I told him I studied under you, he was very excited. He hired me on the spot.
That man is not my friend. For one thing, he's a Nazi.
Yes, well, of course I don't agree with him politically. But Voss is a man of science, just like us. We are above politics. I did try to get a job in America, you know. I even asked you for a reference, but I never got a reply.
Oh, well, it's a tough field to get into.
Yes, I remember what you said once. Never give up on your dream. And archaeology is my dream.
Still no excuse for working for Voss.
I didn't really have any other options, Professor.
Found the last key.
I can't believe our luck, Professor.
Alright.
That's how it's done.
That's the way. I like it.
That's how it's done.
Cross the circle key. Cross the diamond key. It's always something super simple, right? Pull the lever, Crunk! Vampires?
Yaksha-statyetten. Jag hittade den.
Incredible.
Herregud. Den är vackrare än jag kunde tro.
What you got there?
This is the idol of Yaksha. I first found it described in a barely readable passage in a scroll found in Angkor. The Khmer warriors who found the idol believed it was cursed, and so they buried it along with the demon. I didn't know if it was real, or just a legend.
Well, savor the feeling, kid. It was your thorough research that led us to it.
Tack, Professor. We should leave. Perhaps you're right. Maybe I've been naive. Maybe
Just a
Voss
little
will
bit.
try to steal this discovery from me.
Yeah, well, you're young. You're still learning.
Once we're out of here, we can accept. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh my god, really?
You think I don't know about the stones? Maybe if you'd realized my potential, remembered me even, I might have been working for you. Class dismissed. Professor Jones.
Oh my god!
The yak in the water. Sunan told us.
Alright, find a way out of
He's a
here.
storyteller. He exaggerated. Just hope he spoke the truth.
That was dialogue from earlier. Alright, give me 2 seconds here. What is my... Excuse me. A couple of my apps keep resizing on my phone every time they relaunch, which is mildly annoying. Oh my goodness. Alright. Done with that. We need to make our way out of this too. There's the scream we've been waiting for.
Let me see here. You let your ambitions get the better of you.
Just a severed hand, that's all that's left.
Alla dottoressa Lund serve subito assistenza medica.
Ezio, portala da un dottore.
Ma Luigi, lei è un dottore.
Non quel tipo di dottore, idiota.
Alright, we have to get out of here now.
Don't be shy. Strano. Ah, mi sa che non era niente. Chissà chi era quello.
You all need medical assistance.
You all need medical assistance. It's awesome. Footprints all over the place. Alright. Can't remember how to get out of here. Seriously?
Mi piace quel suono. Rovine e alberi. Cosa?
Why am I... Hang on.
Vabbè, eccolo! Uomo a terra! Ah, ritenta, avrai più fortuna!
Fuck do I get out of here?
Mi fai ridere!
I don't know where he went.
Just worth their salt would use explosives.
No, I don't think I will. Good luck with that. Gina, where the fuck are you at, honey?
Gina, where are you?
I have to hide from the soldiers. On my way.
Oh my god, get on the boat!
Storyteller. You exaggerate.
Go!
What was that scream I heard?
That was the sound of someone who bit off more than they could chew.
Oh,
That was the sound of me panicking. Alright, we make an immediate right into that again. Wait, nope. There is a fast travel over there.
Careful.
You be careful. I'm the one driving the boat. Wow, she got out of the boat quick. Alright.
Hey, where are you going?
Going to the
I think I
village.
see something this way.
Going to the village.
Use the radio if I'm not here.
Excuse me.
They were using the explosives to open a way into an ancient tomb.
And? Did they find anything? Oh,
Make sure it's safe.
Oh my.
I will. Thank
Keep
you,
it
Dr.
safe.
Jones.
Keep it safe.
By the way, what happened to the blonde-haired lady? My spies saw soldiers rushing her out of the jungle. Missing an arm?
Let's just say she bet on the wrong horse.
Huh. I'm glad you're on our side.
Everybody is, honey. Everybody is. right. Now we get to go speak to Sunan for the next part. But that's going to be later on, guys. I'm 3 hours in. I'm going to take a break, walk to the park, do some stretches, do some pull-ups, do some exercises. And when I come back, if the servers are up for Dune Awakening, I need to hop into Dune Awakening and do some maintenance stuff and work on my secondary base. So if the servers are up when I get back, I'm going to come back and do Dune Awakening. If not, I think when I come back, we're going to do... I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll figure that out when I'm back, but I should be back in like an hour-ish after I do my exercises and stuff. But I'm going to get off my big fat ass, stretch out a bit. Catch you guys here in a little while.